Alright, so this is an example galaxy. This is a galaxy built for 8 players, which was one of the things the first expansion added, bumped it up from 6 to 8. There are 61 hexes on this table right now. It spans approximately 32 inches. The table can't even actually hold the entire map. The end pieces are hanging off the edges there. What's great about this game is that every aspect involves every player. So I'm going to go through and actually explain the board a bit here. It all starts off with Mechatol Rex, which is it's kind of like Coruscant from Star Wars. It's the capital world that the old Empire was based on, and it always goes in the middle of the galaxy. And then what happens is that players are dealt a set of hexes, and they participate in a series of building outwards from Mechatol Rex these rings until they get to their home planets. And so there's a lot of strategy involved in building the galaxy, and every time it's different because the races are different. Again, there's 17 possible races and only 8 are in this one. Some of the hexes get left out. It's mind-boggling, the entropy available. So let's look at some of the hexes that are available here. The gold bordered ones are the home planets for the different races. This is the Gashlai, or the Embers of Muat is their planet there. Right next to them we have the clan of Sar, which they inhabit asteroids that have habitable atmospheres in their core. And then all the way around there's just the different races are spaced out. And then the red bordered ones are kind of like, they're basically flow control hexes, and players can play those to, like the Muat did here, wall themselves off with an asteroid field. Or they can use it to blockade somebody, like if they want to block flow to Mechatol Rex from some of the competitors that will be coming from that direction. They can do that. It really depends how they want to be used, and each of these is slightly different. The main point of the red pieces are that they are obstacles, though. They are very difficult to handle, and most of the time you can't even get through them. There is a special technology that will, the anti-mass deflector shields that let you move through asteroid fields. Then there's the ion storm and the nebula has some special effects on battles and movement. The supernova, which nobody can move through except for the Gashlai, are the only species that can move through the supernovas. Then we have there's blank hexes, which they're blank sectors of space so you can land on, but you don't get anything for them. Then there's 2 other types. There's your basic planet hexes, which these, you'll note here, every planet has 2 numbers. This is your resource value, which helps with production, and this one is your influence, which helps you with making laws and influencing people and other special actions that are listed when they become available. The last kind of bit of information about the galaxy is that there is one of the additions we'll play with is the Wormhole nexus, and these symbols here are wormholes that link or basically add an adjacency to hexes across the board. And this nexus has a planet, and it sits outside the galaxy because it is linked with other hexes like this one here, and people can travel. They can travel from this hex all the way over to here, or if the other wormholes on the board, they can travel from this beta, where is it? Over here. Yeah, over to this one. So somebody in this sector of space could conquer that hex and then use that to get in closer to Mechatol Rex if they wanted to. Or they could get across the board if there was a planet that had technology specialty that they wanted. And really, I mean, it really just depends. So There's a few other notable things, but those can be gone over in individual play sessions because they're very specific, and I don't want to get too in-depth because that's not what this series is about. But anyways, that's the galaxy. So a lot of the strategy really involves, like you'll see the clan of Sar here managed to coalesce a lot of planets around them, and that's what you want to do because if you've ever played StarCraft, that's really what 4X is about. You're explore and expand, and the explore aspects deal with tokens that I'll explain in a different video, but the expansion, you want to expand out because that adds to your resource pool of things that you can build, which lets you have a better, more firm effect on the galaxy around you. So a lot of players will save their resource or save their planet hexes when they're playing and try to play them as close as they can to each other. But, you know, if you pass up a turn to play a crucial position piece, like, you know, say the one right in front of you, some dick could actually play a worse hex in front of you if they really wanted to throw you off. Like, so example, we have two aggressive races over here, the Barony of Letnev and the Lizix Minenet. If they wanted to, you know, because they're super aggressive, it's like they could dominate a lesser race, like less aggressive race like the Emirates of Hassan, which are trade based, and really, you know, screw up their resource allocations in the game. And a lot of that is offset by, you know, the outer rings being so ginormous, so there's still an opportunity to get planets close to you. But that's some of the strategy involved. And again, it's all unique. It's always going to be a little bit different every time you play. So anyways, that's it for the galaxy.